Hi there! This is Dianne Hanks, one of 5 awesome optimists. I wanted to just start sort of right at the very beginning and go right to the dictionary as to what an optimist is. Listen to this. You can follow along with me if you hop over to dictionary.com. An optimist, number one, an optimistic person. Who uses the same word in the definition? That is a lame definition. But let me continue, it gets better. A person who holds the belief or the doctrine of optimism. That doesn't Alright, so now I go down a little bit more, and now it gets good. One who usually expects a favorable outcome. A believer in philosophical optimism. An optimist, again, a person disposed to take a favorable view of things. One who holds the opinion that all events are ordered for the best. One who looks on the bright side of things or takes hopeful views. Now, after looking at that definition, I realized I am an optimist. And the difference is, it depends on how you look at things, what kind of glasses you wear. So, do you look at things as only pertaining to you, or can you step back and take a bigger picture of things? What about if you change the way you look at something and put on a new pair of glasses? Then suddenly, something like a horrible thing that you could have imagined, like when you were a child, when you're adult, you can look at it and say, you know, that really helped me to be stronger as an adult. That experience, now that I can look back, it's a learning experience. So I think that's one of the critical things about being an optimist, is to make sure that you put on the right kind of glasses and don't take offense at different things. How you look at something will change your whole opinion as to whether you have a positive definition or a positive experience or not. So, let's say, for example, your parents never made dinner. Okay? And you look at it from one parent and you go, oh my gosh, well, of course you didn't starve. So what did you do? You learned how to cook for yourself. You learned how to take care of yourself. My younger brother is a fantastic cook, chef, because there were so many of us kids. I come from a family of 6, and he learned how to cook because he was hungry. And you can look at other things, you know, like, for example, I remember in one of my classes, we were talking about Halloween. And Halloween, of all things. Of course, I grew up in America, and so my view of Halloween has always been kind of a fun one, where we get to put on a costume and get out and go trick-or-treating. And then I had another student who just said she just couldn't possibly participate because it was evil and it didn't agree with her religion. And then I had another person put on another pair of glasses and give me a whole different view, which I was like, oh my gosh, I never thought about that. And this guy was from, I think he was from the Philippines. And he had a brother who designed costumes for a living. And he said, oh, it's a fantastic boost for the economy. You think about that, all the candy, all the costumes, all the decorations and all that kind of stuff. And I marveled that one thing like Halloween could have all these different associations and feelings connected to it. Everything in life is that way. Everything. It just depends on how you look at it. Remember that movie, Life is Beautiful? This guy was going off to a concentration camp, but he gave a completely different view to his son who was watching. So that's my intro to becoming an optimist is make sure that you're able to look at things with a different pair of glasses. Look at how this particular thing that you're going through or whatever, how can it bless you? How can it increase your compassion? How can it make you stronger? Have a better sense of humor? All of those things will come if you just put on a new pair of glasses. Thanks for joining me. I'm Dianne Hanks.